Labour has faced renewed scrutiny after Chancellor of the Exchequer Rachel Reeves dramatically abandoned plans to increase income tax, in a move that has bolstered Health Secretary Wes Streeting and raised questions about Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer's leadership. The reversal comes amid a chaotic run-up to the November 26 budget, with Labour insiders reportedly frustrated over shambolic briefings and miscommunication. Treasury Minister Torsten Bell and No. 10 Chief of Staff Morgan McSweeney have been singled out internally for the turmoil. Government sources explained that revised forecasts from the Office for Budget Responsibility (OBR) played a key role in the U-turn, with stronger wage revenues partially offsetting a productivity downgrade, reducing the expected fiscal deterioration to around £20 billion. Nevertheless, Ms. Reeves still faces the challenge of closing a £40 billion gap in public finances while adhering to manifesto commitments on winter fuel and benefits cuts. Analysts have warned that the high-profile U-turn risks a credibility shock for the UK economy. The pound fell in overnight trading, and gilt yields, a measure of government borrowing costs, spiked before easing slightly following a Treasury statement emphasising the Chancellor's commitment to fiscal responsibility. Nigel Green, CEO of global financial advisory Davere Group, said, "Mixed signals are spooking the markets. Bond traders are pricing risk in real time, and indecision disguised as strategy is exactly how credibility shocks begin." Even Labour-aligned think tanks expressed concern. Ruth Curry, chief executive of the Resolution Foundation, warned, "It is normal for economic forecasts and policies to change ahead of the budget. It is not normal for so much of that to be laid bare in public, which risks damaging confidence in government decision-making." The political fallout has been immediate. Mr. Streeting, whose leadership ambitions were reportedly targeted by Downing Street briefings this week, publicly welcomed the Chancellor's decision, emphasizing the importance of trust and responsible fiscal stewardship. "The news overnight shows people speculate on the budget, but ultimately you don't know what's in it until the day it's delivered," he said on LBC Radio. Sources within Labour suggest Mr. Streeting has gained renewed confidence in his potential to challenge Sir Keir for the top job, with one official quipping that, "If life hands you lemons, he's been given the run of the orchard this week." Yet, the Health Secretary sought to downplay tensions, insisting that he and the Prime Minister share frustration over the distraction caused by internal disputes. The U-turn coincides with worrying economic indicators. Figures released this week showed unemployment at a 4-year high, while GDP growth remained essentially flat in the third quarter, increasing pressure on Ms. Reeves to secure additional revenue without violating manifesto pledges. Treasury insiders indicate the Chancellor is considering a smorgasbord of smaller tax adjustments, including potential levies on gambling and expensive properties, alongside tweaking the tax code to raise revenue from higher earners. Reports suggest Ms. Reeves has prepared two budgets, one breaching manifesto rules and another skirting them, to navigate cabinet divisions. Despite the public drama, a Treasury spokesman reiterated, "We do not comment on speculation around changes to tax outside of fiscal events." The Chancellor will deliver a budget that takes fair choices to build strong foundations to secure Britain's future. As Labour confronts internal tensions and market concerns intensify, the eyes of both the public and investors are fixed firmly on the Chancellor's next steps, with the November 26 budget set to reveal how the party plans to reconcile fiscal pressures with manifesto commitments.